Hello, Assalamu alaikum students. This is your teacher Azka Bhatt, and today we are going to discuss the paper which is for AS level paper 1. Basically, we are not going to solve any paper 1. Basically, we are going to um, discuss that how to attempt and what are the techniques and to writing the paragraphs of different questions. Okay. So we know that in paper 1 basically we have total 6 questions. Okay, 6 question, it means that it has some parts also, but the question in total is 6. So in question number 1 we know that question number 1 is divided into 2 parts, and we have one part for 2 marks and other parts of 3 marks. And the most used key term is for 2 marks, it is define the term of demand, define the term of quality, define the term of quality standards, define the key term of quality assurance, or HRM, or marketing strategy, or marketing, or brand loyalty, or something else. Okay, so like there are a lot of definitions we have in our book. So 2 marks is basically we have to define the key term, and in part B there is a question which carry 3 marks, and the most used key term is explain. So we will discuss that how to break the number scheme, like the numbers, and how can we write the different assessment objectives things. Okay, so in question number 2, we have again 2 and 3 marks question, and again the key term is define and explain. And in question number 3, we have again 2 and 3 mark question, and the key term, sorry, not key term is remains same. But in question number 4, we have 5 marks question, and the key term is basically analysis. Analysis one factor of this, analysis one way of this. Like there are different ways or advantages or disadvantages and factors they can ask from you in the question number 4. And in the question number 5, our second last question, we have again 2 parts. So in one part basically for 8 marks, and the key term is analyze, sorry, and part B is basically for the 12 marks, and the key term is evaluate. It means that we have to agree or disagree with the statement which we will be having in our exam for like 2024 if you are preparing for it. And in question number 2, again we have 8 marks and 12 marks question, and key term is same, analyze and evaluate. Okay, so first of all, let's discuss. We have basically 6 questions of 2 marks and 6 questions of 3 marks, 1 question for 5 marks, 2 questions for 8 marks, and 2 questions for 12 marks. Okay. So we have basically 40. This paper is for 40 marks. So let's discuss about the 2-mark question. Okay. So in 2-mark question, you have to write the clear understanding. Okay. For example, if you write any knowledge of any term that demonstrates a partial understanding, if you don't define the key term precisely, so you will get only 1 mark for it. And if you write the knowledge of the term that demonstrates clear understanding of the term, so you would have 2 marks for this. So now I am going to make you guys understand that what is basically limited knowledge and what is basically clear understanding or clear knowledge. Okay. So for example, there is a question, define the term demand. So this is 2-mark question. So here you can see 1 mark, and this is basically for 2 mark. So in 1 mark, for example, if I say the quantity that customers are willing to buy, if I write this 1-line definition in the answer of this particular question, so I will most likely I will get 1 mark for it. Why? Because I didn't demonstrate the clear understanding that what type of quantity, like uh, am I talking about the quantity of a product or something else? I didn't define anything in this, okay? And I didn't define any clear understanding in this one line. But just see this example. Demand is a quantity of a product that, like, demand is a quantity of a product. So we are identifying, we are highlighting that quantity of a product. So it means that when we are talking about a demand, so we are talking about the product. We are not talking about something else which is for free. So basically we are talking about the product, because if it is a free good, so the demand is a quantity of a product that customers are able to buy at a given price in a specific period of time. So as you can see that we didn't mention price thing in previous example, okay? And demand is basically always changing. Maybe today the market demand for any specific cloth brand is different, but maybe after 1 month or maybe day after tomorrow, we will see that demand is changing. So it means that demand is not specific and demand is not constantly same for a long period of time. So that is why it is also very important to highlight this, that in a specific period of time. So it means that in this example, we have shown the right knowledge and very precisely we have written this definition here. So in order to write the you can say the precise or the right definition and appropriate definition for 2 marks, so you have to have some clear understanding about the terms, okay? So if you write this answer in this question, so you will get 2 marks for it, okay? And you can also give some examples if you want in 2 mark question. Not example, basically only write the definition, because it is for 2 marks, so there is no mark for the application. Okay, so now let's discuss 3 marks. So basically we have 6 marks, 6 questions for 3 marks. So 3 marks is I just broke it into the two assessment objectives. So in 3 marks, we have two assessment objectives. One is for 1 mark, which is knowledge, and the other is for 2 marks, which is your application. Okay. So 1 mark knowledge for relevant point is used to answer the question, and 2 marks for developed application. So what is basically developed application? So let's discuss about it. For example, if we are writing 8 mark and 12 mark questions, so we don't have to write the developed application. We just need to write the limited application. But if it is 5 mark and any other question in which we have to write only one paragraph and we have to write that only application for the 2 marks, so it means that we have to develop our application. Okay, so here you can see it is a question. Explain one factor that influences the supply of a product. So it is for the 3 marks. Okay, so first of all, you have to write the one factor. So it will give you your knowledge marks. And after that, you have to write the application. Okay, so if I say that price is one thing that maybe influence the supply of a product. So if I write limited application here, so as you can see that this is a limited application. This is a limited application. Fluctuations in the price of a product in the market will affect the supply of that product. Fluctuations in the price of a product in the market will affect the supply of that product. Okay, so I have written the effect. What is this effect is? Am I talking about a negative effect or am I talking about a positive effect? So it means that there is no clear chain in this limited application. So because of this, you will have only 1 mark for it. But if you developed your application, Okay, like if you make chains between the application. For example, we can say the price variation of the product. This is my knowledge thing. The supply is likely to increase as the price of the product rises in the market and falls as the price of the product falls in the market. So it means that I clearly made the chains of effect of the supply effect of the prices on the supply of the product. Okay, so it means that you have to develop your application. If you are not developing your application, so it means that you will get only 1 mark for it. But if you are writing this thing, so you will get 2 marks for this. Okay, so next we have 5 mark question. So as we can see, 5 mark question is further divided into 1 mark for knowledge, 2 mark for application, and 2 mark for analysis. So what does it mean? Basically, we have to identify analyze one way in which conflict between stakeholders may affect business. And then we have to develop our application also, because it is for 2 marks and we have to write only one paragraph for 5 mark. And there is 2 mark for analysis. So it means that we have to make developed analysis also. Okay. So as you can see, like there is a question, analyze one way in which conflict between stakeholders may affect the business, So it means that we have to write the analysis, we have to make the chains of analysis which will finally linked with our business. Okay, maybe it could be business objectives. So we can say that conflict between different stakeholders may lead to industrial action. So if I say industrial action, so it is basically I am writing the conflict which will create, and this is my 1 mark knowledge line. Basically, I will get 1 mark for it. And if I write the limited application, for example, I can say that workers are basically our stakeholders. We know about this. So workers may strike in order to preserve their jobs. Why? Why workers strike? I didn't write any change in between this, that why workers strike and why they are more concerned to preserve their jobs. So I have not written anything. Application is something which is you can say the example from the case, but we don't have any case study in this, so we will assume the things which we have read in our book, in our course book. Okay, one thing I want to tell you, that I have seen a lot of messages on the Facebook and different social media platforms, and most of the students, they are just randomly asking to their members and the members of their groups, and they have been posting that how to get the notes for business studies and for A2 and AS, and some students ask about the accounts and different other subjects. So I just want to suggest you that you should not rely on the notes. And in my point of view, if I just go further, so I think you should not use notes at all. You have a book, a recommended book by the CIs, and your book is full of content. I just bet you that if you read only book with 100% focus, so you can get A star easily. I am just predicting this thing to you, and I am suggesting you that only use book, not go for the notes. This is my sincere suggestion, because whenever you are going to solve the long question, so you have a lot of you should have a lot of content. Why? Because and now the basically Canva changed its pattern. Now they are asking double, like they are asking a lot of evaluation in your question. So if you want to write a perfect evaluation in your question, so you have to read the book. You notes is basically cannot, it is not enough. In my point of view, it is not enough to read only notes. You have to read the book, and there are a lot of other things you will find in the book. For example, CI's the book, in book you will find a lot of tips that how to write the questions and how to read this topic. And if you are reading this topic, so which may be other topic is related to this topic, and if you read the other topic, so it will create a great combination if you are writing your 20-mark question. So there are a lot of tips in the book. This is my sincere suggestion to you. If you want to take it, then take it. Okay. So this is my limited application. So how can I develop application? Managers may wish to automate production. Like this is basically my application, that how can conflict create? For example, managers may wish to automate production in search of a more efficient process of production. Employees may fear for their jobs and may be less motivated. So here you can see that I am making the change in between the application. Like if this thing happen, then this thing can happen. But in limited application, you can see that I just only written workers may strike in order to preserve their jobs. So we don't know that why they are concerned to preserving their jobs, why they are, they are striking, and why they are creating so much noise in the factory area. So why they are doing these things? So it means that this is a limited application because there is no clear understanding or no clear change we can see in this limited application. So it will give you only 1 mark for the 5-mark question. But if you write this developed application, so you will get 2 marks for it. So now moving forward to the limited analysis. So you have to write a develop analysis in order to get the 2 mark, uh, 2 marks for it. So here you can see the limited analysis. Shareholders will likely to focus on the bottom line and seek profit maximization regardless effect on the other stakeholders. Now again, you can see that there are no clear, we are not getting clear clear effect of this conflict. Okay. So in analysis, you should make the change and try to link your change with the business objective. Okay. So here you can see that this is a developed analysis. If you want to learn that how to write analysis and how to write evaluation, so I will give you one of my individual classes link. Actually, I recorded one video when I was conducting a class with my client, and I was discussing with him about the evaluation techniques. So I will give the link of that video in under the comment section, so you can check, you can watch this video and you can better understand how to write the analysis points and evaluation points. Okay, so what is developed analysis? So as you can see that I made change between the analysis, and you have to make basically 3 things: cause, effect, and impact, or you can say the consequences, or we can say analysis, further analysis, consequences. Okay, so let's discuss. Shareholders will likely focus on the bottom line in pursuit of profits and dividends. So we can say that this is basically the cause of the conflicts. This is basically cause that why conflicts is creating, the reason that shareholders only focus on the bottom line. Okay, which may have consequences for long-term business planning for a business that requires to build up internal finance resources for growth. So here I use the effect thing, that if this happens, this is the cause and this is the effect. What is the effect? Basically, business may have to face the long-term business may have to face different hurdles while making the long-term business planning. This is the effect. And now, what is the impact or consequences of this thing on the business objectives? So I can say that for growth investment, shareholders will likely oppose of more retained earnings. Maybe they oppose the more retained earnings. So the business objective could be whatever the business objective is. For example, business objective is profit maximization. Okay, profit maximization. So it means that if they oppose more retained earnings, so it means that um, your business will not would not be getting any increased or increased retained earning and profit for themselves. Okay, the real owner of the business will not get any high retained earning or any high retained earning for themselves. So we can say this thing, and now it means that we are writing the consequences or impact for this. We are writing the effect and we are writing the cause for it. So it means that this is a perfect analysis. But here you can see that we did not make any change between our analysis. Okay, so main thing is making the change. This is the most important thing. Okay, so let's discuss about the 8-mark question. So in 8-mark question, again, it basically divided into 2-mark knowledge, 2-mark application, and 4-mark analysis. So what does it mean basically? When you're writing your first paragraph, so you have to write, for example, if they are asking about the benefits, 2 benefits of something. So if you're writing the first benefit, so it means that it will give you 1 mark. And if you are applying your benefit in the business context, for example, so it means that you will get your application marks. And if you're writing the analysis of it, like making the change, so you will get 2 marks for it. And this will goes with that second paragraph also. 1 mark for knowledge, 1 mark for application, and 2 marks for analysis. Okay, so here you can see the analysis thing. For example, if there is a question, analyze 2 benefits to business of having a product with a unique selling point. Okay, so it means we have to analyze that if a business have USP, so what benefits a business may achieve in the future. Okay, so we have to analyze this thing. So if I say that one benefit of USP is that it gives a product a distinctive position in marketplace, this is a benefit of USP. So it means that I can get 1 mark for my knowledge thing. And in the second line, you can see that now I am applying my benefit in the business context. So I can see that it can give a product value in eyes of the customer. Okay, so now I am applying this thing that if USP is there, so how can how can I apply this on my business? So now see the limited analysis and developed analysis. If you write this analysis, you will get 1 mark. If you write this analysis, you will get 2 mark. So in limited analysis, the USP offers something special. Something special. The USP is the cause. Special that attracts customer. This is the effect. And consequently boost sales. So this is the impact. So we have written the effect and impact thing and cause, but is there any chain between these points? There are no chains. And that's the reason that this is called the limited analysis, because in marking scheme, the examiner clearly said that chains should be there between the cause, effect, and impact or consequences. Okay. So let's discuss this thing. If this analysis is developed, so we can say USP offers something special that attracts customer. So of course, USP is our cause. Why it is a cause? Because it is basically attracting the customers. So it means that attracted customers, why they are being attracted towards a product, because there is a USP. So that is the reason that cause is USP, attract customer and consequently boost sales. This is our effect, but there is no impact. Sorry, this is not, there is no impact or consequences that how this will be benefit for the business in the long term. Sales which may lead to business increasing its market share and likely increasing its profitability. So we know that this is the impact, but we are making the chains. These are chains basically, okay? These are chains. We are making the chains and we are, you can say that reaching the point where business can get benefit, and profitability is basically benefit for the business. Okay. So now discuss the 12-mark question. So 12-mark question, 2 marks for the knowledge, 2 marks for the application, 2 marks for the analysis, and 6 marks for the evaluation. Okay, so as you can see that in 8-mark question, you don't need to write a developed application. Just write one example from the case if you have a case study in paper 2. And if the case study is not there, so you just need to assume any application which should be linked with your question. Okay. So we have 12-mark question. So 2 marks for knowledge. So in this, basically, we have 2 mark for knowledge, 2 mark for application, and 2 mark for analysis, and 6 marks for evaluation. Basically, if you're writing your first paragraph, so you will write 1 mark for knowledge, 1 mark for application, 1 mark for analysis, and 2 marks for evaluation. Okay. Now, in second paragraph, 1 mark for knowledge, 1 mark for application, 1 mark for analysis, 2 marks for evaluation, and in third paragraph, 2 marks for your conclusion. That what is your opinion about the statement? Is it right or wrong? Okay. So for example, if you write no evaluation in the final paragraph, which is conclusion, and in the other 2 paragraphs, this is second paragraph of evaluation. I am again suggesting you to watch my video, which I am going to pin under my comment section. And in that video, I told many techniques that how to write the evaluation. This is my first paragraph of evaluation. Okay, so if you haven't attempted any evaluation in any paragraph, so it means that you have only 0 mark for it. But if you attempt to make a balanced argument, for example, if you write some sentences to balancing your arguments in your conclusion wala paragraph, so it means that you will get 1 mark for it. Okay. And in evaluation 2, judgment conclusion is made but little supporting evidence, not in the business context. If you write some judgment in your final paragraph, but if you write only 1 chain for it, if you are writing only very weak supporting comment on it, and you are writing that comment not in the business context, so it means that you will get the 2 mark for your evaluation. Okay, so if you developed evaluating comments made not in the context, for example, if you write evaluating comments in your third paragraph, but you are not writing your comment into business context, so you will get only 3 marks for it. And if you write developed judgment conclusion is made not in the business context, so you will get 4 marks for it. For example, if you write your evaluation, you developed your evaluation, okay, but you did not develop your application in the business context, so what does it mean? You will get only 4 marks for it. In evaluation 5, if you developed evaluative comment is given in the business context. If you developed your evaluative comment, it means that you developed your first paragraph, second paragraph, or third paragraph in third paragraph in the context of the business. So you will get 5 or 6 marks for it. 5 or 6 marks. Okay. So this is how you can write the evaluation, and this is how you will get the marks for your evaluation. Okay, so this is how you can write your questions. And if you want me to make a separate video on the evaluation and analysis thing, so you can contact me through WhatsApp or through Facebook, or if you want to comment, if you want to use the comment section, so you can also send me a message in comment section. So I will make another video on evaluation thing, your assessment objective 4. Okay. So now this is Azka signing off from here.